The Bible contains several creatures commonly described as monsters, many of which symbolize chaos, evil, or God's absolute power. Leviathan stands out as the most detailed sea monster, featured prominently in Job chapter 41. This creature is portrayed with impenetrable scales like shields, sharp teeth, and the ability to stir the depths of the ocean. Job's account even suggests that sparks or fire come from its mouth, making it appear almost dragon-like. Leviathan also appears in Psalms and Isaiah, where God is shown crushing its heads or promising to destroy it in the end times. Behemoth is the massive land counterpart introduced in Job 40, right before Leviathan. It is described as a grass-eating beast of enormous strength with bones like iron bars and a tail compared to a cedar tree. Behemoth lives near rivers and remains undisturbed, even by powerful currents. Together, Behemoth and Leviathan represent untamable forces of land and sea that only God can control. Rahab is another chaos monster mentioned in Job, the Psalms, and Isaiah as a sea dragon or arrogant serpent. God is said to have pierced or cut Rahab in pieces, often using the name poetically for Egypt or rebellious powers. The Hebrew term Tannin or Tannanim refers more broadly to large sea monsters, dragons, or serpents. In Genesis 1:21, God creates the great Tannanim on the 5th day of creation. These terms appear both for ordinary large aquatic animals and for symbolic forces of chaos. The Nephilim are the giants of Genesis 6, born from the union of the sons of God and human women. They are called mighty men of old and men of renown, and later appear in the land of Canaan, according to Numbers. Related giant groups include the Anakim and Rephaim, with Goliath of Gath as the most famous individual example. In the New Testament, Revelation presents a great red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns. This dragon is explicitly identified as the ancient serpent, the devil, and Satan, who deceives the whole world. A beast rises from the sea in Revelation 13, resembling a leopard with bear's feet and a lion's mouth. This sea beast receives its power and authority directly from the dragon. A second beast rises from the earth and acts as a false prophet, supporting the first beast. Revelation 9 describes locusts emerging from the abyss with hybrid features combining horses, human faces, women's hair, lion's teeth, and scorpion tails. These locusts are led by the angel of the abyss, known as Abaddon or Apollyon. Many of these biblical monsters draw on shared ancient Near Eastern imagery of chaos serpents that gods must defeat. Scholars debate whether the descriptions point to exaggerated real animals such as crocodiles or hippopotamuses, pure myth or pure symbolism. In Jewish tradition after the Bible, Behemoth and Leviathan are sometimes paired with a giant bird called Ziz, though Ziz itself is not in the canonical text. Lilith appears only once in Isaiah as a wilderness creature, with her fuller mythology developing much later outside the Bible. Overall, these monsters serve less as a literal bestiary and more as powerful images, showing that nothing in creation stands outside God's sovereignty. Whether read as historical, poetic, or apocalyptic, they consistently point to divine victory over chaos and evil.